Welcome to Redeeming Thunder and Daughters of Fire. I'm here to give you a prophetic word regarding your ordained spouse. There is something that the Most High wants you to do, and He wants you to establish an obvious expression of affection to jumpstart this connection that He has for you. This word was given to me on 3/29/2026. This is chapter 75, part 3. And the Most High wants you to share it in a unique fashion, okay? This is for you to put into on earth as it is in heaven in the month of June and July. So the reason why I know this is because of the dream that he gave. Okay? So let me share the dream. I saw this woman standing in the middle of some kind of building, and she suddenly saw her ordained spouse, and she told him something in a different language other than English. Then he looked at her in that moment. Okay? He walked away, and I saw that he was typing something on his phone as if he was trying to translate what she had said. Okay? The word that she had put was guapo, right? Guapo. So that means handsome in Spanish. Okay? So once he saw what that word meant, the next scene in the dream was that this woman was standing in the hallway, and someone had told her to close her eyes. So she did. Suddenly, the ordained spouse comes towards her, and she feels like someone's kissing her in the hallway. And he's leaning in towards her, and he's not carrying that. He's showing some PDA, if anybody notices. And she opens her eyes and she notices it's him, right? So they continue kissing, and now they walk through the door, and there's an x-ray machine and an ultrasound equipment in that room. They begin to spend additional time together kissing in a more intimate fashion, because now they're in a room. Then he paused, or he said, pause. We need to take a pause. And he looked at that machine. I think it was the ultrasound. And then he looks at his phone, and then he had walked away. And then I woke up. Okay? So when people kiss in a dream, it doesn't necessarily that you're going to be kissing someone in real life. Okay? It actually means you're having an intimacy moment with that person, either in conversation or in spirit, like even in silence. You could be sitting in silence, and you could be having an intimate moment. Okay, and maybe some of these topics could be personal or intimate, and that person wasn't caring. Remember, if you guys were having those moments together and other people are walking by and passing by, so it was something along the lines. The ultrasound equipment and the x-ray, it's significant in the sense that it's people are these are equipment that people use to investigate alignments on it more in not, I wouldn't say invasive, but I would say more like with intuition and intensity, right? There's a deeper discernment involved. Now there's a pause provided in here. There's reasons why men pause and they take steps back. When individuals feel like they're falling deep for someone, in order for them to understand that they really are truly falling in love with a person and it's not lust, it's not a fling, men usually take some time in solitude to figure those feelings out. He needs to miss you. He needs to feel that if he misses you or not. And the only way he can feel that you are needed is if you're not there. Okay, the other thing is there is some revelations of him trying to provide a more intimate connection. Let's say when you're departing ways, he'll hold your hand, but then put his other hand on top of your hand. So now both of his hands are cupping your one hand. And I know that sounds like it could be like basic to people, but there is body language that needs to be read as signs of attraction. And that is what we're doing today. We're breaking it down. This is the day where he absolutely makes it obvious that he is physically attracted to you. Okay? He will give you quite a bit of a compliment, and it will sound like he is hungry to see you in certain outfit. Okay? And let's dive deep on the interpretation of the dream. Okay, so it's not just that he's cupping the person's hand. Okay, he has glittery eyes and he's smiling, and there is a stare that goes and without blinking for a little longer than normal, was showing, and you could feel an aura that feels like tender, loving care. Okay, and that is why you want to understand these unconscious physical attributes of an individual doing these types of gestures with you, so that you can read between the lines if this person is attracted to you or not. Okay? The shift in behavior, moving from intense physical connection, holding cupping hands, to reserved affection only at departure, while encouraging you to be open, often indicates a complex yet common shift in relationship dynamics. The anxious avoidant. Remember the pause in the dream. When emotional intimacy increases, people with avoidant attachment styles often pull back. While he may have bonded with you and asked you to show emotions, he may not now feel vulnerable after that closeness and is retreating to a safer distance. The glittery eyes. The fact that he still looks at you with glittery eyes at departure suggests he still has intense feelings and attraction. The reduced touch. He may be pacing the relationship to avoid feeling overwhelmed or to maintain a sense of control. Now, this is someone that is coming for you, has always been in control. Could be someone that's very stoic. for the most part. But you are doing something to him that's causing him to not feel all in control, okay, of his senses. So he's immensely attracted to you, and he wants to show you respect and honor. So that's why he has to retreat sometimes. Okay, that's the other reason. All right, so changed back behavior. He may be experiencing an extinction burst, a fear-based reaction where a person resists or retreats from positive, deeper changes in a relationship. Even if he asks you to be open, the reality of it might be intimidating to him, leading to inconsistent actions. Shift from pursuit to routine. In the beginning, men often use intense, consistent physical affection to court a partner. Now that he feels secure in the bond, he may be transitioning into a more routine, less intense, yet still interested phase. He is still into you. The glittery eyes and smiles are strong indicators of continued attraction and affection, not a loss of interest. He is processing and hesitating, which means he may be evaluating his own feelings or capabilities, and his distance is a pause rather than a termination of interest. He fears vulnerability. And this will show up as if he may be struggling to reconcile his desires for closeness with a personal need to maintain emotional distance. So this seems like you want to reassure the person, and so that might lead you to want to chase him. But I'm going to tell you right now that you do not chase. So he may further retreat if you do so. Okay? Instead, what you can do is communicate your feelings directly and calmly. Like you can say, I feel really connected when you hold my hand like you used to, rather than saying, why don't you hold my hand anymore, if he has stopped. Okay? So, I guess key here was to express some affection and some interest in a unique fashion that could be in a different language. You could say it in French, and then that person has to is now intrigued, and he has to look it up, right? So I thought this prophetic word was so cute and intimate, and it's starting to get exciting now. So I would like and subscribe, and if you were led to watch this video, that means the Most High is trying to give you a message and say there's an ordained spouse coming for you. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and send to those who need to hear this word. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Shalom.